Okay, Candy and Zipper and I are incorporating some new AI assets into the Into the Jungle experience, which is going to be, excuse me, uh, a new Vietnam era ship that you can land a Huey on. We have it off the East Coast. I'll splice a video here in a minute to show you all what I'm talking about. And then we'll also have two different AI boats out there. One's a very small barge. It's called a Tango and a Tango Heavy. The Tango has no weapons. Tango Heavy has 60s below deck, kind of sticking out like a porcupine. Both variants of the Tango have a helipad on them, and we're utilizing these to simulate temporary MASH units or maybe rearming units. I don't know yet, but they were used in Vietnam for Hueys to land on when they were evacuating injured soldiers. They were kind of like temporary MASH units until they could be airlifted to a bigger ship or hospital. So we got a static one in there right now, and then we also started attaching these to some of the newer maritime assets I'll be showing here in a little bit. But there's also another AI unit called the Charlie unit, and that's strictly a gunboat. It's a small riverine style Vietnam era gunboat. It's not like your river patrol boats. I hesitate to say it's authentic. It looks authentic. I haven't done a whole lot of research on it, but it definitely looks like it was during that time period. Some of you might correct us on that, but it definitely fits the vibe for Vietnam into the jungle feeling. So what this video is for is how to install this because it's not as easy. I won't say easy, but it's just a little more complicated than just going to one link and downloading it. And so we'll get this kicked off. So the original maker of the mod is, or I should say the original mod name is Add-on Tents, Watchtower, and UH-1 Cargo. And the developer who did this did it a long time ago. What we don't want to do is have everybody download all of this. It's like a 3 gig download for all of this stuff. And all I want out of this is this boat. This is the LX15 or that we want to download. Yeah, I'm sorry, LX514 for the Huey. That's the bigger one. And then these are the Charlie and the Tango Heavy. So we've incorporated these already. They're awesome. So next question is how do you download it without having to download a 3 gig file? So I will leave a link for this in the description. What I'm going to do is I'm going to skip to the last page because the download link is old. We're going to go down to the bottom here. And I want you to pay close attention to Neo 47. I'm assuming this is probably who created this. This was provided back in February of last year. This is going to be the link to the drive where you can download these now. I will leave the link to page 42 in the video description, and then Candy's also going to add it to our forum as well. So here's what you do. I'm going to click on this link. It's going to take you to, you can close this, doesn't matter. It's going to take you to this. You can see it's 3.7 gigs to download the whole folder. You do not need to do that. What you need to do is go into the DCS mods folder. You're going to go to the Save Games folder, Mods Tech. You go in there. What you want to do is you're going to want to highlight Tango. You're going to find IX15. Those are the only ones you need to download. This is all the other stuff in here. I can't stress enough, if you download this entire mod and you install everything, it could conflict with something in Into the Jungle because some of these old mods I read through the forum that I told you to go to right here, and there's some people in here saying some of the stuff in this pack doesn't work anymore. Candy, myself, and Zipper have personally tried these 3 boats and they work great. They fit great. They look great. So we're going to keep them in the mission. So once you highlight Tango, that's going to have the Charlie riverboat, and then it's going to have the Tango and the Tango Heavy in this one. And the same with this. So once you have those 2 highlighted, you just download what you have selected. It's going to go to wherever you have it downloaded. and then it's an easy day from there. Once they're downloaded, I've already got them installed, obviously, but you're going to go to your DCS Open Beta and your saved games. You're going to go to Mods. You're going to go to the Tech folder, and you're just going to drop them in here. You're going to see the IX514, and you're going to see the Tango. We'll talk about static objects later. There is an additional folder you could download in here if you feel up to it. We haven't incorporated it yet, but I'm looking at possibly using some of these static objects in here when we start doing sling loading and stuff with the CH-47 and the Huey. There's some really cool things in here like generators and tower parts and stuff like that. The only reason I'm kind of hesitant on telling everybody to download this is because we haven't tested it in the mission yet, and I don't know if anything in this static folder is broken. I've looked at it in game, and it looks fine, but I haven't tried sling loading anything, and I don't know what it's going to do to performance. But we may revisit this one folder right here at a later date. That's why if you're looking in here going, well, he has something I don't, that's what this is. Other than that, once you download those and install them, good to go. You can launch the mission, and you should have no issues from there. So what I'll do is I'll stop talking, and I'll splice in a quick video just kind of showing you what we've done with these. Okay, we're back in the cockpit. I'm just going to get spun up here in the Cayuse, just get us going, get off the deck, and I'll go show you all some of these new boats. I am online, so let's go ahead and throw the comms on, just in case one of the boys jumps in and they're trying to talk. I'll do a separate video on comms for the aircraft and into the jungle, just because we've been running with realistic communications on. So it might help some of y'all out that aren't familiar with the radio systems or haven't used them too much. Okay, we're not armed at all right now, and forgive me if my takeoff's a little sloppy. I just found out last night the axis on my left rudder pedal is officially going to shit and only pushes about 70-75% to the left, so it's going to be an endeavor to get a new set here soon. So go ahead and kick off here. The reason I'm lifting out of the south FARP is I'm going to dust the tents here, as one of someone in the comments let me know, which was awesome. So here's the Charlie boats, and I'm not going to spoil everything we've done with them. You'll see them in austere and like pretty cool locations. Those are the gunboats right there, and we've taken those and we've essentially just taken statics and attached them to Toby and 8Ball's pontoons. Those river patrol boats are awesome, but I really wish Toby and 8Ball could release a singular version of that. But right now we didn't feel there was value added in having everybody download that massive Tet mod pack just for that boat. So maybe it'll get added in the future, but right now we're leaving it there. So over here, hopefully this thing's moving. Over here, yeah, it is. This is the LX514. Right now the gates are up. I haven't tested. We've got to add comms to it. It's similar to the destroyers, where I believe if it works, when you communicate with it, those gates will come down to land. But I'm not 100% sure. If you spawn a Huey on it, those gates are down. So we need to work a little bit on that, but this is going to be in the latest release that Candy's getting ready to kick out, I believe, tomorrow. And you've seen a couple stutters there. No performance hits. I think this is related to the sun coming up and stuff just loading in. So we'll scoot over here down to the south.
Got my MACV SOG units down here. We haven't scripted anything with those yet, but more to come on the future with that. Candy's crushing it with new scripting techniques, and we're really fired up with what we feel we can bring to the community with that. So more to come. I'm excited about that. Actually, I get turned around sometimes flying down south because we're not down here all the time. So it's actually a little further down the coast here. I'm open to suggestions on rudder pedals too. I've been looking at the Wind Wing, the new ones. They're still on pre-order, which kind of sucks. I thought they'd be out by now. I used to have SideTech, and I just can't convince myself to spend the $500 or $600 on the bad boys that Zipper and Candy have. I'd like to have them, but that center post that sticks up, I like the. I'm a tall dude. I like the wider pedals, so that's why I'm looking at the Wind Wing. They look like they're going to get good reviews, but so right now, this isn't the release. In the updated version, this is one of the Tango Heavies. It's not going to be moving right now. The way we had it set up, it was beaching itself, but the cove I'm flying over now, we will have a static in there instead of a mobile one, because there really wasn't a whole lot of purpose once I went back and looked at this to have it just literally scooting around these small islands here. So what I did is I put a static one right over there, and I took this one out, so you won't have to worry about that weird looking stuff. That's the gist of what I want you to download. Now, Toby and 8Ball have a really, really cool marine pack that Candy is going to ask y'all to install. I don't want to spoil that awe factor. You may have already seen it, honestly, in some of the videos I've already shot, including one coming out here next few days, because I was taking off out of there. But we have the Tango Heavy and Light, along with the Charlie on a pontoon, and it's backed up against another really cool asset that Toby and 8Ball made. So yep, that'll do it for this video. Again, bear with us on a few stutters here and there with the sun coming up and the fog. It looks like a movie right now flying this, and every once in a while we get a snag here and there. So yep, hope y'all are going to enjoy the new AI and static units, and yeah, more to come.